in which a bunch of fun friends is going to continue in my D&D game. But as usual, as first we have a few little announcements. Not too much, I think. Let me quickly check. Just to recap, I don't have really announcements planned in my notations. I'm very bad at this. So the first thing is that next week we will not have a live episode, as I will be on holiday, and my co-DM as well. Hello, co-DM. Hi. And Shade and Dasha are all on holiday, so we decided not to do a session. Then the week after we will be back, most likely, unless our Wi-Fi is shit.
Yay.
So that's a thing. Also, yeah.
Next week I'll try to have the next Monday I'll try to have the podcast ready for my downtime session, and that way they can still listen to something.
Yes, sounds like a plan. So that we will have something on our YouTube then, which is also just Shade Out with an O this time, and some space between Shade and Off and Yellow. So if you subscribe to that, you can listen to that on Monday 8 p.m. because, well, instead of the live episode. Furthermore, I don't think I have any other announcements. Do you guys have something still? Did I forget something very important?
As always, check out our artist,
Yes.
avi.lblue.
Yeah, so we are, if you are checking your Instagram, which is shade_of_yellow, you can see that we are releasing some of her art, which is, it's made by her. We can't draw that well, so go check her out. She does a lot of other fun things, and, well, go back for commissions because she's really cool. That's it, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Stay safe, don't die.
Like usual.
Yeah. Borrow your brain cells from your 10-year-old companion.
Exactly. Don't do what Rayla would do. Do what Amaryllis would do.
Can you see this face sound?
So, I think that's it for now.
Yeah, I think so.
My mouse is doing weird. That's probably a quote now.
Yeah, well, so is a Turu's camera, so...
Okay.
I am currently starting up my notes.
Also, we might have some internet issues because some of us are currently on holiday and they do have the balls to join still, so yay!
I really know this is going to be a hell because I have, for later this episode, I have a scene for each one of us individually with the correct cameras.
Yeah, so we are going to, I'm quickly going to do a recap and then I'm going to explain what's going to happen next because we are going to have a level up today and...
I hope so.
I think so, it's likely. So,
that question about that, do we level like during the stream?
Yeah, you do.
Or after? Oh, okay.
Or do we have to edit our character sheet during the stream?
Yeah, you can also do it afterwards. I don't think we need a lot of new stats, if you mean that.
Mm-hmm.
So, cheers!
Just a small heart attack.
So, last time, Lance Harley had asked the Shenanigan to help him at matters of the heart.
Bad decision.
His bride, Elisande Bradford, was about to be married off to another man, and he asked this group to prevent that from happening. The Shenanigan went on a wild heist through the city of Ilverdale and Petlogi, but to a very few avail. They set up a trap in which they trapped the bride, her family, and the guards, and they, took the bride with them, but that was not a trap because they were setting her free. And they rode off in the rising moon with the bride and her horses. Because, guys, you never have enough horses, apparently.
You do not.
We're starting a ranch, guys.
This is a fact. You do never have enough horses. Never.
We're just going to start a ranch.
So, what?
We are. Yeah.
We
So
need a room with, speak with animals, so we can just command our herd
Yeah,
of
in
warhorse.
my next character will just be a furball because they can speak with animals for like free.
I still need to attune my ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that might
so
work.
what is going to happen in this episode? We first are going to work off this plot with Lance and Elisande being married, and then I am going to send away all players but one at a time, and of course our stream staff is going to stay because otherwise we don't have any content. And then I'm going to call every player one by one with me to do a bit of personal plot for the level up. So that is what is going to happen. So then there will be four images of characters, and the fifth is talking with me. So that's the plan. But Shenanigan, you are on your way towards some old ruined road.
Country roads,
Take
take me
me
home.
Guys, that's copyrighted.
I know, but it's too beautiful.
Burn pets.
So the road has not been in use for a few years, and this is quite visible in the road getting more and more densely grown with, well, at first only a bit of grass, then also a few bushes. And at one point, you notice you're getting blocked by a few trees. What would you guys like to do?
Is there like a small open space nearby with like romantic moonlight and whatnot?
Roll me a perception check.
I shall.
Did I already log on the roll 20?
I'm going to guidance that too.
That's a roll 20.
Rayla also wants to say a thing.
Rayla.
I'm quickly first going. Okay, that's a 9. You see trees. You see a lot of trees. Rayla, what would you like to say?
I would like to look around for like either a spot where people could be hiding in, or where we could be hiding our carts and horses, and maybe see if there's like a way that we can continue either without the cart but with the horses and stuff like that.
You also roll me a perception check, please. I'm quickly going to look on the stats because I may have forgotten.
Shall I take roll 20 on my computer? Is that easier?
Yeah, that's a plan.
Amaryllis is just going to continue to sleep. Because it is night.
Amaryllis is absolute baby. This should be said more often.
This is so wrong.
Why
That's
couldn't I
a
have a roll
natural
like
20.
Yeah.
22 total.
This is 3.5.
20?
Dang it.
The natural 20, so
Natural
22 total.
Okay. So what you see, as Kordo only saw trees, used trees too. That's quite obvious. You see a little, well, foresty path, which splits off to the left,
Yes.
and it is likely enough space to hold the carts and the horses. It may also lead to something else.
There was enough space or not enough space for the cart and the horses?
There was enough, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yes.
since I'm steering and nobody got a say in where I'm going because I have the reins, I steer the horses into that path.
More map stuff. Now this is what I'm talking about.
This is what you're talking about?
Yeah, I said I need
Verkeerde.
a romantic place.
What cute!
You guys enter from the top, from the map.
I'm gonna assume that's here.
I see Arela, and I don't see a square
Yeet.
pattern. That's the
Also,
thing.
I think that the map is accidentally on the token layer instead of the map layer.
Een mogelijkheid is de dam op Dam in Amsterdam. Deze
What?
What's that sound?
I think that was a
ongeluk is
Siri.
Carlton Square in Bad Hagen.
Stop.
I think she's getting
So we
ads.
have my mother's. No, we have my mother's tablet.
Oh, no.
And well, oh no, this is but she has installed Siri, so the voice control. She also has installed Hey Siri, but Nothing.
Stop it.
It never. I swear, it never reacts to "Hey Siri," unless you don't want it to react to it.
But that's always how this works.
Yeah.
So
I shall put the sound low.
Just the amount of
Also,
salt
I
just now.
think your map is on the token layer, so you might need to put it on the map layer.
oh, is it? Yes, it is.
This
It
is
might have
a
been a
common thing
Melkonian.
I struggle with when making maps. So I know the struggle.
Okay.
Oof.
So,
I couldn't find that button that you can move.
you right click it.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are, in the open place. The horsemen are just going to join in a bit. Elisande and Lance are following you guys. They're just like a bit confused, but they're fine with anything. They're already very glad. Like if at every moment that you guys don't seem to pay attention to them, they're just like looking each other deeply in the eyes, very, romantic stuff going on
Get a
there.
room.
You say they're alright with anything. Then are they alright with religious sacrifice in the name of our Lord and Savior Butter Golem?
And one second, our goal is looking at it as like,
I'm just gonna say Rayla doesn't see, too focused on the road. Victor is looking judgmentally over her shoulder though. He's like...
He first looks at it and he's like, and then he covers his little eyes.
Aww.
Very opinionated mouse, apparently.
He is only like less than 1 year old. He's gonna be so ashamed.
Baby.
Oh, but my eyes are only good 2 years old.
Yeah,
Something.
so he's still a
That's-
baby.
No, he's grown up. He's grown up in a few weeks.
He's baby. Just
Anyways,
like Amaryllis
so-
is baby, he's baby.
Victor is baby. Also, Aturu wants to
Guys,
say
he
a
really
thing.
wants to say something.
So, Kordo, where can we marry these two? I mean, they're disgusting. I just want to get rid of them as soon as possible.
Oh yeah,
This
because
is not how orcs express love and affection. It's... Ugh. Just marry them already.
unclean.
Do you say that in character?
I don't say unclean in character.
It
No.
wasn't the Kordo voice, was it?
No.
With that?
Kordo think it's lovely that those two have these kind of feelings for each other.
Kordo
I-
is also baby.
I myself out of game.
Mood as fuck.
I can live with it. Shade?
Anyways, since I'm steering the card, I will probably like steer it towards like here somewhere, like on this open space. Yeah, there. And I'll just like be like, yeah, I'll stop the card and just look back and I say, so what now?
We need a little space, like the rings we got earlier in the town.
You want to marry them?
That was the plan.
All right. We'll get off, I guess, and I'll park the horses, give them some care, pretend like I'm some ranger or druid, and make myself useful.
Lance and Elisande get off their horses, which they had with them. And they look like expectantly at Kordo.
Okay, we need like some mood lighting, if we have like torches or magic, and also some music. Can anyone sing or? Can anyone sing?
I have never.
What kind of song do you want?
Like romantic song.
No, I can sing a little, but I can't sing romantic stuff. That's disgusting.
I have never sung in my entire life, but I mean, this isn't Philwyn, right? And she basically, I know some drow songs. I'm not sure, some elfin songs. I suppose that could do.
By the way, when I mean sing something, I don't mean like Illstorm or Powerwolf. I
No.
mean like the longest jaunts. That's just stuff.
That's fine. Rayla is being serious, but also a bit, what do you call it, awkward about it, because she's fairly sure she can't sing. But then again, anything in Elfish will sound good, so honestly, who cares?
Maybe Alessandra can sing.
But she's gonna get married herself. She's
Yeah.
not gonna sing.
Do we really need a singer?
I don't think I can sing. No, I'm sorry.
I'll sing some elfin songs, wait, DM, are there like songs, like directed at Ithilwyn, like praise and stuff?
Yeah, there definitely are.
Would I
there
know
also
those?
roll me a general intelligence check.
Okay. Do I get advantage because
Why
I'm
does
grow?
that notify me?
Ah, that's worth a try. Oh, it's a natural one.
You are very, very sure that you have ever heard such a song, but how hard you think you cannot remember them right now.
It's a little bit sad, but
Wait, only Amaryllis knows Elvish, right?
Probably.
Okay, good.
Confidence.
Villa's is
Yes.
like, yeah, I know some songs. I'll sing something in Elvish.
Just
You're
you
just
singing in
going
Elvish
to
like
make-
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
And you have no
Batmobile
idea
lost its
because
wheel, the rubber
Elvish
that
sounds
fell.
very chic.
Let me check.
It'll probably be something like,
you
yeah,
roll me
I
a
feel
performance.
good. You are awesome. What do you need me to roll?
You roll me performance check,
Okay.
please.
Uh,
And I am quick going to check something. Because I
Shade,
think
Ah, that's an 8!
Shade wants to say something.
okay, Shade.
At the moment she's going to, I'm letting her sing, I'm like, that's a Christmas song.
Lance.
Christmas.
Well, now there's apparently a
That's-
Midwinterfest in the
I
country.
said, that's a
good to know.
Winterfest song, that's not a, so, I didn't know it, so.
Wait, you know Elvish?
Lance is
Do you
also
know-
looking quite disturbed at you.
Wait, no, do you know, wait, let me check, because I have special Elvis. Do you know Niriki Elvish?
It's an accent on my Elvish. You would understand a few words, but not all. If you know General Elvish.
It will probably be something made up, but still like about the villain, because she can mention her name sometimes, so it's not that obvious. But it will probably be something like, I know a song, I just love the villain very much. I actually don't, but it does not care. Let's be happily married. Something like that. Very
Lance
awkward.
is still looking quite disturbed at
How
you.
much do I get from it?
You hear something about Thilwyn, you hear something about not liking, and you can hear a few of those Christmas words, of those Midwinterfest words. I'm going to find where.
Reyna doesn't even know what midwinter is. She just knows it's cold. She never went to a
It's
fair.
cold in Midwinter!
Also, Thingy has a
Turu.
thingy.
True.
Yes.
Well, Aturu is like, and she just goes to walks around the. I lost my English words. The open
Space.
Clearing.
the clearing. Just checking if we were followed or if anyone's looking at us. So I'll be patrolling.
I have a feeling this meeting has kind of like plot armor, so low chance, but good thinking.
Roll me a perception check.
I just don't want to look at the wedding.
How?
I go with her.
Okay.
I like that
Roll me
one.
with advantage, please. That's a 17. All right. You look around and well, you see a few animals in the forest, but there's not much likely dangerous things. But I think this is the moment that I have been waiting for.
Oh no.
You know what I'm gonna say, Kordo.
Just say it.
That's Kordo sounds.
Not said Kordo sounds.
Thank you,
Said
for
Digger
following,
sounds.
by the way.
Hi, I finally made a Twitch account.
I'm proud of you.
It only took me 12 episodes.
Oh, it only took you 12 episodes. That's not too much.
We keep evolving.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes. Yeah. I think I have the rings, and if I don't, I ask for the rings. For whoever has them at this moment.
I think you do have the rings.
Oh, sweet.
Either you or a lance, and he would give them to you.
I just like, because I'm 1 meter tall, I just take both of their hands, and just wait till there's just a moment of quiet. People aren't dashing through the bushes on a one-horse open sleigh.
Basically, yes. That's really where this is going. She's running out of words at this point.
This is what Rayla will be singing in this moment, yes.
Yes. She's just describing what's happening.
Lance is not looking any less disturbed.
Oh no, he also knows how to stuff.
Yes, he does. You have been talking in Elfish.
By the way, out of character, just so I have the correct names and I don't accidentally embarrass myself saying wrong names. Lance and what's her face?
Alessandra.
Elisande.
I'm quickly typing.
Wait, I have their full names. Do you want to know?
I have been here for less time than you have, brother.
Yes, but I have the.
Here, I have his full name. His full name is Lance Hawley, and Elisandra Bradford.
And sister, I would like to remind you, I have the average IQ of your garden snail.
Well, I heard
you
Yellow
don't.
really likes snails, so...
They're quite clever, actually. You can learn them things.
Okay, point proven. Very well. Anyways,
So, we are gathered here today to celebrate something beautiful. Although it may not be a large celebration, it's still nice. Because today we're here to join together Lance Harley,
I like to squeeze his hand lightly.
Alexander Bradford,
And then squeeze her hand lightly.
Now, marriage is not a bond that is made, it is a bond that is present. I'm not gonna even propose or claim that I'm making magic here or I'm adding something new. All that we're doing is giving a name to something that is already there. In this case, you two already love each other. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. And we're just making sure that we're just joining you together under the name of marriage.
Viridis, would you kindly shut your mouth?
Yeah, Kordo can also marry me, Ose. I'm not kidding. Please marry us all.
Just keep going, it's beautiful!
I love it so much.
Now, people like to make a whole fancy commemoration of it. Like where we saved Alessandra from. There was a whole party at the Stone Circle, fancy carriages, but all that we really need is two people who love each other very much. And tonight, we have a little more because we also have
One moment.
Anaria and Etherwin looking over us on the moon. They have blessed many married couples, and I hope that today we can hope that they bless yours. this would be the moment that you make your promises to the other. Things that you will try to live by, try to remember. And yeah, if you have any words, this should be the moment.
Oh, I didn't prepare anything. Is it gonna work?
Yes, face my suffering.
I love how you go like,
I'm
yes,
suffering too.
I am an adorable little bird. Yes, suffer.
Kordo is an adorable little bird. Leo, when it's Digger is Digger.
Yes.
There's
there
a very
anything
nice
like
difference.
It's just so weird to hear him go like, yes, hello, I'm a adorable baby. Oh, you fucking summer.
You would know that usually they call upon Ithilwan and they ask her to bless the marriage, Rayla. So it's usually that, and they sometimes give her things like flowers and things, but that would usually happen at the temple.
Okay, so nothing that hasn't already happened. Check.
Yeah, exactly. So, Elisande, Lan says, I love you in times good and bad. Help me, please. In times of good and bad, in illness and in healthiness, I will help you. I will always love you. And I will not, never, ever let you be stolen again from me.
Like at this point, I hand Lance one of the rings.
So, Elisande, would you be my wife? And she is like, yes. And he puts the ring on her finger.
Why does she ask it like a question? I'm sorry.
Because this is very confused, DM. Sorry.
Yes.
Elisande tells, like, yeah, she's also like, yeah, I'm very glad that you helped me when, well, the moment I needed it most, the moment that I was almost vowed to someone else, you turned up and you saved me, and I will always be thankful for that. And I want to spend my life with you. So, would you want to be my husband, Lance? And he also is like, yes, I.
And I hand her one of the rings too.
And she shoves it on his finger, and
At this moment, there's only one thing that we need to do to finish this off right.
And do I still have like both of their hands?
yeah.
I give it a little tug, so they kind of like fall towards each other.
They all both lose their balance a slight bit.
Boy.
And they lean into each other because of what Kordo is tugging in their hands. I'm actually gonna roll a dex save for both of them. They feel like kiss. The DC is 12.
What?
Because I'm a dick.
What?
Oh, even yes. She fails. So
He can
Yes,
romantically
yeah, it's almost
catch her.
Yes.
she topples into Lance's arms, and he just like leans in and gives her a kiss. And
Like Angel choir into choir, like one one bro, like ah.
Yeah, there is an angel choir. That's you.
Yeah, that's only me. Like ah. She's trying to do she's like ah. She's not very good. At it.
And now
She's
the
trying
most
her best though.
now the most romantic thing of this entire thing this evening. They now have +2 to AC for 1 week.
Yes. Do they also have the thing where like one get hurt, the other also get hurt?
No.
Thingy?
it is town of Salem.
That's what you do. That's what you marry for.
Well, now that they're
Exactly,
kissing,
for the
Rayla's
plus 2
gonna be
AC.
like,
Yeah.
I would imagine just a couple in D&D like marrying and divorcing all the time so that they always have a plus 2 on their AC.
for real though.
Anyways.
Or
yeah,
they
there
marry
is
the bars.
Tax evasion, but better.
yeah, there
Do
is
they
a
get
thing.
a -2 on their AC when they divorce.
There is a thing at the end of like the wedding part of the ceremony. A creature can benefit from this right again only if widowed.
Oh.
Aww.
How do you mean?
Well, you know how that's a benefit when you're a bard. I mean, you eventually just get bored of your wife and you just murder them.
I'm gonna say, you can just stab your partner if you don't like them anymore, then you can get the AC bonus again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Evasion, but better. That's an interesting quote from a child.
Then why
I
not?
think
I
Spooky
didn't
is-
say it in-game, and Marilyn is still asleep.
I think Spooky is collecting a lot of quotes currently.
Also, Digger wants to say something.
Then you can just use find familiar. Marry yourself to said familiar. After 7 days, summon it again. Marry it again. 7 days, summon, marry.
I doubt that counts for the AC bonus, though.
That depends. Okay, DM is bestiality legal in the setting.
Who's planning on becoming a lawyer?
You know, this is something a druid could do.
I think
because, you know,
Rayla
a
would be the
druid
most-
could just turn into an animal. Marry another animal of the species.
Arturo just walks into the clearing and is like, "Are you done yet? Where do we get these two so they're out of harm's way?"
That is a good question, and they look at each other for a moment.
Like, are they gonna stay near their parents? Because who knows? Alessandra may be taken again.
Well, I have a hunch that that Robinson fellow is not gonna return to marry her. I think he'll leave her alone.
Yeah, but what will her dad do to her?
Well, we can always just hire a mercenary to get rid of that. If we're ever to bite us in the ass.
Out of character, why hire a mercenary?
Does Alessandra hear you say that? Are you applying to kill her dad?
I'm applying to what?
Kill her dad.
I said out of character.
What? No. I mean, Rayla, is she saying that?
Oh yeah, that was in character.
What does the sweet couple think?
Please don't tell our parents if it's not necessary. We will, I think, travel far away. And she looks at Lance, and he's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a plan."
Perfect.
We are going to go to Aldrich, we think, and we will build up our life there.
Well, have fun doing so. Do you need like? Rilla was gonna offer a ride, but then Ose was like, "Yeah, no, that's not something she would do." So I'm gonna shut up. She never said anything.
I
Also,
can't leave straight away, Lance said, and she's like, "Yeah, sure. I only need to pick up a few things in the tavern, but we can go fast."
Wait, tavern? Which tavern were you in?
Second.
Yeah, we all want to know now.
Yeah.
The most important plot point of the evening.
Where was Alessandra?
Where
In
was she?
Elgadil. No,
You
no,
were
no.
in Ilradil.
where in the world is
I'm Lance.
Radford?
I'm Lance. I
Oh,
still need.
because the first voice was lower, and then you went up high, so I put in Alessandra.
Whoa, pressure. Hi, I saw it now.
That is like from where
No,
in
that's
the world
Lance.
is Carmen
Yeah,
Sandiego?
Because
so,
of role playing.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hello, sorry. I'm the digger.
I will murder you.
I was in the Red Lion Inn.
You fucking mate! You honor which name?
Lance, right?
Oh, we're
Yeah.
talking about Lance.
Wait, no, I
right?
can't.
On the
Relis
Harley,
can't
because that's
say
my
anything.
surname. And it's her surname too now. And she's like, you're right! And there's like being that smoochy couple thingies.
Yeah, Rayla would like to puke, but she physically can't, so she will just walk up to the car to check up on the horses and Amaryllis.
Go eat food, then you can puke.
I might just do that. No, not. I do have lots of rings and I have no use for them.
So, the both of them, like, he mounts on his horse and he helps her up, and they leave together.
On one horse.
On one horse, yes.
Ew, romantic.
And yeah, they're gone. What would you guys like to do now? I must give
A very good question.
I must give a small out of character tip. If you want to go level up, you must be in the city for that, because otherwise my plots
But
not
it
gonna
is
work.
now around 12 o'clock in the night.
Yeah, it's not about midnight, so you cannot enter cities, Rayla.
It's discrimination.
Do we want to
Racism.
Do we want to rest here, or do we want to rest near the city?
Well, you checked if it was safe, right? If it's safe, you can just chill in here.
It's safe, I think. Is it safe, DM?
It is. Yeah,
It's safe.
anything special.
And I guess you are more or less half an hour from the city, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Not that far.
Amaryllis is already doing a good job at it, so we'll just chill in here.
Can I, like, snuggle up against the horse? Will they allow me to?
Horses stand while they are sleeping.
Right, but okay.
Either stand and they just sleep, or they lie and dream. You can snuggle up against the horse if you wish, but the horse still first has to lay down.
If you want someone to step on you, you should lay next to them. But someone who has horses warned you against it.
Okay, so let's not lay next to the horse.
Yeah, we don't want you to die.
Amaryllis has just already claimed one of the pillows stolen from Hazelfield Manor as just her pillow.
I'm used to sleeping on rocks, so I'm fine.
I'll keep first watch.
Sure. And Kordo, what would you like to say?
I'm just gonna grab some sticks and leaves and whatnot and make a small makeshift nest and lie down in that.
I'm just
That's
glad
so
we
cute.
don't have to bury bodies this watch.
I grabbed my blanket, which I got from the Hazelville mansion, and it's like a 2-person blanket if I'm correct.
Yes.
And I chucked like sushi roll Amaryllis in it, but not actually roll her because that would make her move. But like it's a lot of blankets, I'm just like sucking it in,
Smashing it.
yeah, making her sushi roll,
That
making her
burrito.
comfy, like pushing it under it a little bit.
Today's meal of the day, the amaryllis burrito.
Oh,
Yes.
So, who's going to? You're going to first watch,
Yeah.
Rayla, and
Just
you're
going
going
to-
and half a second, I think, or first and second because you can sleep for hours.
Yeah, I can take 2 watches if I can still get 4 hours.
Who is going to take third watch?
I'll do
Sure.
it.
Yes. Okay. And who's taking fourth watch?
Kordo will do that one.
Okay.
Do
Sure.
you have
Then
dark fishing, Kordo?
I have the moon touch shard. Remember?
Wait,
I
you
have the large
moon
metal
touch
glow stick.
sword? Oh yeah, I remember that. Totally not like based off something that happened in a certain podcast or anything. Just no, okay. That's quiet.
Also.
Meanwhile, yes, please do make an Amaryllis burrito meme. I would love to see that.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the story.
Roll meme.
Roll me a perception check, Rayla. Please.
I will roll you a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
is this the new
Yeah,
investigate?
Yes.
I love the wordplay in this group.
18.
18. You sit, well, in the camp, and you look around, and you hear a few birds flying up, and you hear a few animals just walking around, but there's nothing really going to approach you, guys.
I will feed Victor before I actually, I don't have anything to do, so I will try to hone my, I don't know, what do you do when you watch? Like, give Victor his food, try to teach him some tricks, like go and come back, so that could be useful on later dates.
Victor very thankfully eats food. Roll me animal handling check, please.
Maybe
You have a software update that's going to be installed.
maybe I can just, train him. That's an animal handling of 15.
15. You, Victor is a night animal, so he can perfectly in the night. You get him to walk off about 3 feet, which is about a meter, and you also get to command to return him.
Good. So now I can
Every now
somewhat
a few times, and he responds quite well to it.
Okay, good. I will
Yeah,
keep
but it's
training
like
that.
for now it is about 1 meter that you can do this, so it's not too
Yeah,
far yet.
like if he comes back, he might just comes back like further away. The coming back part's the most important part right now. Like when you have your dog. Also, it's a mouse. How far can it go?
Okay, so you got him to return. It's a happy mouse.
It's also unhappy Rilla. Just chilling in the moonlight, playing with her baby.
At one point, he's getting a bit tired though.
Yeah, I
then
will
he
let him
crawls
sleep
up
because he
onto-
needs more sleep than I do. Then again, he can sleep during the day, so whatever.
And he moves into your hair and he messes it up a bit, and then he finds a nest and goes to sleep there.
I love it.
Turu, what would you like to say?
My character just snores really loudly.
I like
Just
it.
saying.
Can I suffocate her with a bit? I'm just kidding. But for real though, no, just.
Alright, so
Yes.
your first watch goes by. And you wake up with Turu, as far as I know.
Wait, I
Okay.
had 2 watches, right?
Okay, yeah, first and second, your watches goes by. You had both. Now,
Okay.
you spent a
yeah.
good 2 hours on training Victor, and the other 2 hours on feeding him. Well, and the third hour. About...
Yeah, I'll just sharpen my weapons, clean them, try to make some flower crowns or something out of branches or something, just to keep myself busy a bit.
Yeah,
Try to
exactly.
get some
So
new skills in.
you spent about 4 hours now, and it is time to wake up the next one. And Kordo wants to say something.
So she has 2 watches. I only have 1.
Together we have
She has
2.
3 watches.
We broke the DM, guys. We did
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, so my watch is over, and she will go over to Aturu, and she'll gently,
Hi.
she's nice. She gently nudges her Aturu, and she's like, Aturu, it's your turn, so you should wake up.
Morning. Top of the morning to you.
She looks up, and it's like, it's night.
It's a joke.
Right.
I'm funny.
I'm sure you are. Well, it's your turn for watch anyway, so.
Well, enjoy your meditation. What did you call it again?
Yeah, it's a bit of
Make it
trance sort of things. And enjoy telling your
joke.
jokes. I can listen to them,
Right.
so I don't have a choice but to do that.
Well, enjoy your thing.
Enjoy your watch! Say hi to the birds for me.
Hi.
Vela just sits down.
Oh, DM, I'm quoting the thing already.
Okay, good. Thank you. There's already quote.
Well,
Vela just awkwardly sits down to go into trance, and she's a bit awkward about it, so she's like...
I just walk into the woods and I'm like, boy, am I not a people person.
Vela thinks the exact same thing.
Well, have you seen my charisma? I have
I have high charisma because of the roles that fit my character, but he can't.
I have -3.
Oh damn!
So it's kind of my thing. Well, okay, I walk off into the woods. Just like,
roll a perception check.
yeah. Ah,
You
19.
look on the open place, and you look into the forest, and you too see like a few animals. You see some predator chasing an animal. You notice a few other things, but nothing really like directly related to your camp. So it is very well. It's silent. Not silent, but yeah, it's nothing special going on.
okay. Well, I too check my weapons and check my pack, stuff I have with me, and I just watch the group sleep in weird positions and just have a little fun. Think of other jokes to say to Rayla.
Yeah, I really can do nothing but suffer listening to your jokes.
Yes, I just like sit down next to her and like say weird stuff, just like quietly, and I'm enjoying the heck out of my time while like looking around.
Are you making? Are you making jokes and such? Are you making jokes
I'm
and all?
making very bad jokes. Yes.
Oh god.
Roll
My
me
calling
performance
has
check.
come.
A what?
Performance check.
Performance check.
Performance.
Don't
that's-
make Layla uncomfortable. That's mean.
Vela is an uncomfortable being. Like her
Not too-
whole life is uncomfortable.
This is gonna get us too closer. I feel it.
I feel it, yes, I feel it. Vela will just
Okay.
be like, yeah, I will not mess with this woman because she will torture me while I sleep.
Rayla.
Yes. What did she roll?
An 11.
Oh, that's not too bad.
An 11. But the jokes are surprisingly funny.
Oh no.
Like, I'm not sure. You had some entry about your sleep. Can you move?
What?
Can you move whilst being asleep, or?
I believe we agreed that I cannot.
You want to laugh, but you can't. And it's very annoying.
I suppose because I am an elf and like mixed with your normal elven trends, I suppose I could laugh, but like not actually actively move. So I could be like, you know, stuff like that, but not actually engage in anything.
You giggle a slight bit, and Arturo notices this, and the jokes get better.
Well, this is how I spend my watch.
Sure. No.
Yes.
So, your watch goes by, and
Oh god. I gave him that watch just a few days ago. I shouldn't have.
To talk to Spooky about the fusion of Vela and
Aturu.
Aturu, we wouldn't survive. Really, there would be too much chaos.
We wouldn't survive.
It is time to. It is time to wake up, Kordo.
I wake up
There are
Kordo.
very sad DM noises here. Do you?
Happy player noises.
No.
I wake up Kordo and I say hi to the birds.
You hear yourself.
Okay.
Right.
Then I plop down and I fall asleep.
How long does my watch last for?
2 hours.
2 hours. Alright. I'm gonna.
Is this a long rest?
Yeah.
This is a long rest.
Let me put in my.
Then I'm also do that. I'm gonna take watch for 1 hour, and for the second hour, I'm going to make something so powerful that even the gods cannot contain it. Something so beautiful, no artist can ever replicate it. I'm going to make breakfast.
Oh god.
I thought so. I guess so, yes. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, also, I quickly would like to share something. In
19.
Yes. Check the WhatsApp.
Oh, well, what's up?
It's a pear.
Oh no.
Pear shape.
What is this supposed to mean?
Perception.
He is way too happy with himself. I can imagine this being the jokes
like-
Aturo would be telling Rilla.
Are we family?
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know what gave it away though.
I might
Yeah. Perception.
I am so sorry, guys. My Zoom cut out.
Oh, I'm Aturo now.
I am now. Okay, I'm now in the DM space.
Oh,
I get to make bad jokes now.
Hey, I rolled the check. They're good.
I'm so sorry.
You better
I was
be.
laughing so hard.
Hi, sorry, I'm Rilla.
I was laughing so hard. My
wait, that
Zoom
was
cut
Aturo.
out.
Hey, listen to
Okay.
Judgment by Dice stream without technical difficulties.
Exactly.
Right.
All
Yes,
right,
dash
so
it for the MIA.
Our promises to our watchers. We promise you technical difficulties.
I have never disappointed for that.
in our D&D, we guarantee technical difficulty. Now, we have one session without any technical difficulty, so that's the thing.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. We need to redo that one.
We also need to watch our time if we want to do the level up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so, yeah. Speaking of that, Kordo, who is meanwhile busy, he looks around, but again, not too much interesting things going on. And I think I want to go, indeed, I want to move on to the level up right now. So I'm quickly first going to give our technical man some time to fix the cameras, and then, well, we can continue into level up. So, yeah.
Yeah.
In what order are we going to do the level up?
Yeah, so I've been puzzling on that. I am fairly sure about a few, but not about all of them yet.
Let's just first say we go to the city of Podlogri.
Are we wanted in Podlogri?
Well, you guys are not.
Are you wanted in Podlogri?
Not that I know of. But everything can change.
Stream is fixed. Don't do that again.
I am surprised we had to wait so long for the technical difficulties.
For real though.
Especially for the next week. Not on stream though. Alright. So,
Real question though. We are not wanted in Podlogri, right?
you are fine, but
you did
you're not
nothing
fine.
wrong
in
there.
Like.
Ilhadil, you have the problems
Okay.
with the guards.
Okay.
But you are currently near Putlogi, because the path is north of that.
Yeah.
What, who's gonna level up first so I can
Oh,
set
that
that up?
works too, indeed. Okay, the first to level up is... Now I lost it again.
Here, Aturu.
Aturu.
True. Alright.
Okay.
So
then
now I see
will-
Aturu and Dash together in the screen.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm working on it.
Yes,
Just give me.
you're doing okay. You're doing okay, don't worry
Take your
about
time,
it.
sweetheart.
Doing a good job.
Everyone is.
I hope I don't
Deserve
kill anyone.
it because of your shit with the watches.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
watch
enough.
your language.
You know they are brother and
Did
sister.
you
when
just watch your language? Was that intentional?
Yes,
Darn
of course.
We
Can't
should
stop
really
me.
watch out for Amaryllis.
I love this group so much.
I am very disappointed. I am very disappointed.
I'd be surprised if you weren't. All
Watch
right.
me do some more bad jokes.
Alright, so,
Boom.
boom.
But hey, does Butler have a watchtower?
Read between the lines.
Someone please make a meme of this or a sticker or something.
I can,
Okay, so
Amaryllis can watch Spooky make some memes.
I am
Spooky
going
just went to bed, so we won't be getting a meme of this. I'm sorry.
I am going to ask everyone to leave audio except for Kordo and Aturu.
Yeah, that way we can watch through the stream. Yeah, just kidding.
We're not allowed. It's
I know.
illegal.
Yeah, so
Oh,
please
no.
do not watch the stream live because
I have this stream on, but like with the sound off.
It's muted.
Yeah, otherwise
yeah,
you
please
guys
do that
hear shit.
because but do all stay in the Zoom because we don't want to bring any more stress.
Yeah, I
Still
just
there.
hope my computer will handle the Discord and the Zoom at the same time.
You use Discord on your phone, that's also a possibility.
Yeah, but then I don't have to stream anymore, and then it will take ages for it to load again.
Wait, don't leave the Zoom?
Don't leave the Zoom, just
Don't leave
turn
the
off
Zoom.
your Zoom audio.
Yeah, so you can in the microphone options you can leave the computer audio. That's the one you want to pick.
First person to leave the Zoom next episode gets a horrible participant award.
This
Also have left the building.
no, I think what happened? There's
Rianne and Ilse are mixed up.
Kid.
no, it's Ilse versus.
I honestly do not know. I pushed stop video because I thought that would, you know, make
Leave
me...
the video on for my
Leave
sanity's
the
sake.
video on.
But how do I put off, like, the sound of you guys?
There's like a small microphone.
Next to the microphone, there's a little like button up. If you click that, there is audio settings, microphone, speaker, and the second to bottom is leave computer audio. Yeah, she left. Good. And Dasha left. There's only Shade to leave still. Shade is huh?
But are Dasha and I going together?
No, she is off the audio currently. Only Shade is still on. So could you turn off your computer audio, please? Not like your...
I don't think he hears you.
What is he even doing? Shade? I'm going to text him.
When he doesn't hear you, you can start talking now.
Well, I can say like Shade is a big dick, and if he hears this, then he will react. I didn't check his... No. I think he's... Okay, good. So, Arturo, as you are asleep, you first find your rest. And I can't find my level up stuff. Hang on. There we go. You first find your rest. And it's just as great as last night, but at one point you start seeing images in your sleep. And you first notice you are running You are running hard, and you hear something behind you. It is panting of a creature. Wolf-like. It's a bit like. And, well, are you running? You continue running when you gain control over.
Like inside my dream?
Yeah. Do you continue running?
No, I don't.
You
Because the
don't.
sound is familiar. And I'm like slowing down a little.
You slow down and you allow the creature to move up to you. And you feel some pause in your back. And at that moment, the environment changes. You are on the edge of. Thank you. You are on the edge of a open place in a forest. And unlike the plains that you have just been in, it is on a slope. I hear something. Look. Yeah, they're on the slope. And yeah, at your right there's a meadow, and there are a few tents on there. Was it? Few houses, a lot of tents, and a few orcs are walking around, looking at you, slightly bewildered. Others are just moving around, tending to their stuff. They don't really, well, react on you. On your left side, as you are looking into the forest, you also see some things. What are you doing?
So I'm standing on the edge of a slope, right?
Yeah, so if you have the meadow here and the hill there, you're standing like right there.
Okay. Well, this place also feels familiar because I grew up there. So I guess I just look around, look where I can climb next because I like climbing.
You notice that you are on patrol. You realize at one point, like, hey, I'm patrolling right now.
So I go on. I just look around to see if there is anything suspicious going on.
Roll me a perception check.
Great.
I think it will do. You see something moving in distance in the forest and like on the bottom of the hill. It's a big black something creature. And you notice it's running up the hill with a very, very high speed.
Well, behind me are the tents of the orcs, right?
Yes.
So I want to run up to it and maybe intercept it, like stop it getting to the tents.
Okay, sorry. Stop it getting. So you want to block the tents from the creature?
I want to block the creature from the tents, or the tents from the creature. Yes.
All right. It's getting closer.
I run.
It follows you, and you don't really know why, but at one or another way, it is kind of scary. It is something that's not natural. You're confused by it. You don't understand.
I feel the adrenaline like surging, but again, it just feels so familiar. So I I tend to slow down a little. But I keep running.
Slow down. You keep running, but you slow down.
So I slow down a little.
You slow down a little, okay. The creature jumps on top of you, and like you don't feel pain, but you feel that something is very off. You don't know what it would ever feel like, but you have the idea that it might be eating from you. It is weird, it is scary, you don't really know, and you wake up with a scream. And yeah.
So where am I? What do I see?
You are still on the meadow on which you just had a marriage, and on which you just were telling Rayla some puns and jokes. And all seems safe.
But I'm sweating because I've had just such a vivid dream.
Yes. Roll me a perception check.
Let's hope this one's better. Nope, it is not.
You look at the horses and you notice one moving a bit restlessly. It's likely to have woken up from something.
Okay.
And you look at it and you think like, hey, but there's something about it that you think like you have somehow the ability to just like read his nature. You know, and a horse is a fleeing animal, a prey animal. And you start remembering things from the dream that you just had. You start remembering things like that you used to look for traces in the forests, and things like on the meadow. You sometimes were involved in the hunting down of creatures because you were so great at. Okay, hang on. Shade is muted. Je bent niet gemuted. So I'm quickly going to wait until he is muted again.
My character isn't going anywhere, don't worry.
Hopefully not. See here, Shade, you aren't muted. Because this is kind of this. Wait, I can mute him. Hang on, there we go.
Okay,
never mind, fixed it.
So I see the horse, and I notice that it's scared of something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And furthermore, again, there's not much happening, but you remember things. You realize that before you were stuck for 100 years, you were no fighter. You were not you were the strong person, but you also could make use of the powers of nature and connect to them, and they would help you with fighting. You regain the ability to use spells, and you regain the abilities of what a ranger would have from level 1 to level 3.
So I realize I'm not a fighter. I am a fighter, but I'm a ranger at heart.
Exactly.
And my favorite, like, surroundings, territory is
your favorite.
What was it called?
I thought it was either forest or mountains.
Mountains, I thought.
Mountains.
Mountains.
Yeah. Like rocks, rocky. You're climbing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I am going to poke someone else now to join the call and their part of leveling up.
Okay.
Let me see. I had a plan.
So I'm gonna mute myself now and
yeah, you can leave the audio now.
yes, leave computer.
Okay. And I have to poke the.
Nou, ik krijg hem niet. Ik ben een wachtwoord aan het
nice.
maar ik probeer hem hier in de dingetjes in mijn library te zetten. Maar ik kan dus even naar beneden lopen.
How can you hear me? Oh no, we have had some image issues again. Arco? Okay, so Arco doesn't really notice that I am trying to talk to him currently, so this is a bit awkward.
Also, I go downstairs. I call him.
We
wait a minute. I think.
That's Kordo, who is fixed up the camps for now. Wait a minute.
That is not Arco.
No, but that's going to be fixed in a few seconds.
Okay.
But okay, so
Good.
so that works best. That's the good thing of being in the same household. So we're squeezing a DM in between. All right, Arco, you have been asleep for a good while now. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to take a watch, so you have found a lot of time to rest. And
do I rest actually?
Well, yes, you do. Surprisingly, you fell asleep quite well.
Lost 1 exhaustion.
You lost 1 point of exhaustion indeed. Thank you for remembering.
I already put that. Okay, good to know. Because I know I'm just asking because.
All right, so who was the person that you appreciated most in your life? Is or was?
Who I appreciated most.
Yes.
Well, you would have at one point had a friend who you trusted. But in the end, he was betrayed by him.
Is there someone who you still would think of with, well, happiness, joy? Your parents, maybe? Or
Well, actually, my whole clan, because heck, I was the goblin tosser.
you, whilst you're asleep, you see the face of the elderly of the clan. And he's looking at you.
By the way, the elderly, it was not a full Goliath town, so.
Would you maybe make that case for me? Could you maybe help me making decisions?
Yes.
Don't erop, Siri. So, the elderly, in fact, was a human. And you didn't like humans. He was one of the more respectable humans, and maybe you didn't really like him, but you really still respect him because that's a bit how the clan goes. No?
Sometimes I tossed I threw the goblin not in front of me, but over
you
me.
didn't give me any context on that, so I'm sorry, but you didn't give me context on that, so I am making up for you, and I think you have to deal with it now.
Okay.
Yeah. You see him, and he inspects you. He says, Arkal, I see you're not faring too well.
What the hell do you want, old man?
I want you to listen to me.
Why? He died.
Because I have a bit of advice that could help you. Now, as soon as the gates...
Taking advice of a dead guy. I'm losing my mind.
He ignores that. As soon as the sun rises, go to the temple of Heoxius. I will wait there for you.
He tries to punch the old man.
The old man is some sort of spectral form.
Yeah, you already expected that, but just wanted to punch.
Your fist goes straight through, and just like there's as if there's a little cloud fizzling.
Yep, I'm talking to a dead man.
Or a spectral man.
No, a dead man. I am losing my mind.
I think that the people at that temple can help you. Now go forth and be a good clan member. Just please represent all of us. Would you go there?
Ooh.
Well, then you don't have to level up, not my bad.
Huh?
That's the way you can level up, you dipshit.
Fine.
Okay. So, next day you would go there. The temple is not too far from the city gates, and it's quite easy to find. With a bit of asking around, you get in there, and there is a very old man standing there, and he seems to be waiting for you already. And he looks at you, and he says, "I've been waiting for you. Please make this puzzle for me. I can't do it myself. Please do it for me." And you see just do as I say, please.
Why?
The puzzle looks very complicated.
You want me to do what?
Fix this puzzle for me, please.
So sorry, I really can't understand you.
Fix the puzzle for him. You want me to roll a wisdom check or you want to fail?
Oh no, I'm just going to punch the puzzle. I'm going to try to rack the puzzle.
Okay, you punch the puzzle. The monk, the guy does look slightly disappointed. But he doesn't do anything, he doesn't say anything, he just keeps looking at the puzzle and you.
What do you want me to do?
Fix the puzzle.
Why do I have to do the fucking puzzle? What's the
There's
fucking
a
point?
lesson for you hidden in there.
I am sent here by a fucking old man to do a fucking puzzle.
Alright, so.
What the fuck? He is going to.
Could you make this a quote for me, please?
What?
I am centered by a fucking old man wanting me to do a fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Wait, sorry for.
I'm sorry for the censorship.
Alright. So. Alright.
I'm once again going to punch the fucking puzzle.
I see. And the monk guides you. And he takes you to something else, and it looks like a bit in the temple is quite spacious.
Question, is he touching me?
He is in fact not. He is just like walking right next to you, and he really indicates like that you want to follow him. He takes you to a parkour.
Yeah.
Don't question it, please. Thank you. And he says, please, could you run this one for me? And you see the first part is a few platforms you would have to jump over to get to the other side. You know that scroll parkour that you showed me?
Yeah.
It's a bit sized up, but it's similar to that. So it's like with bridges and platforms that you have to jump over, things like that.
What the fuck is this?
On the other side, there is a present I want to show you.
Good. Go and get it.
No. My own student. No. Yeah, I was looking for like a word like Padawan, but then not that word. It's up to you. I'm too old for this.
Yeah. Can I make an insight on that? Because I don't fucking believe the guy.
Sure. We only have 1 minute left, by the way, so.
Okay.
You believe him.
I don't believe him. I just don't. I can't read him.
He is hard to read, but you think he's telling the truth.
I still don't trust him.
You cannot do it yourself. I
can toss you over.
That is not the message of this course.
No.
No.
I'm not a freaking monk.
I think I've skipped the last one. The thing is, I would presume you know people who can do these. Am I wrong?
I am not a fucking monk.
Do you know people who can do these, the puzzle and this parkour?
Yes. Not me.
No, that's fine. The thing is,
I can toss people over. That's my thing.
He challenges. He keeps very calm, and it's almost scary the way he stays calm. The thing is, the challenges need different abilities and tools. And as you noticed, you don't own these abilities, but that's fine. You know people who do have this. And if they were near, you could finish these challenges. Am I wrong?
I can touch them over so they can get the stuff and then come back.
Exactly. But
I am not smart with this.
that's
I know. Is that the lesson? Good.
no, but that's all right. The thing is,
He's getting
those
pissed
people,
about this.
just like your weapons need maintenance. The people that could do the work for you need maintenance too. Give them some attention. Go train with them like you did the other day. Be friendly with them and protect them when they are in danger.
Why? Last time I did that, I got fucking betrayed and you got killed.
Because some of them are worth it.
Right.
I'm only exampling the young girl that you are.
Well, if she betrays me, I can smash her. That's the easy part.
But if she gets in danger, you will protect her.
As long as she doesn't betray me, yes.
Try to find a way that you could do the same with the other members that you are traveling with, because they also, not just like your weapons, need maintenance. And maintenance for people is friendliness. So now I'm going to give you one thing, because I almost have to do other things now. My schedule doesn't allow me any more time. When you lose control, when you get so angry that you turn to your intuition, you will not feel the damage like you did before.
What damage?
If someone cuts you. So basically he explains like the resistances you get.
I actually already got that.
You know the things in the nice things from Rage, he just basically explains that you have that now if you accept his offer. And he is not binding you to a god, he is only telling you like, hey, please be nice to your friends and
no, to your companions.
To your companions.
You don't have to be friends.
You don't have to be friends, but be nice to them.
Just work together.
Work together. Just like your weapons, maintain them.
As long as they're not being annoying or a coward.
All things, all people have good sides and bad sides. And you have to work with that. Sure. Nobody is perfect. And sometimes they are annoying, sometimes you are annoying, and they handle with that as well. So his message is try to work together with other people so you can achieve more in your life than only when you are alone.
Right.
And he also explains that so every advantage you get with raging, he asks you to put that in protection of your companions. So basically.
Sure. Before going, can I toss him over?
Go ahead! But I am meanwhile going to check the next one personally so that we because we are already a bit behind on scheme.
I am raging because I'm very pissed. By the way.
All right, sure. You toss him over. He topples over, and he doesn't really even do anything about it. He just falls over and he stays there.
I just say one thing. I walk away and say one thing, and it's like fucking monks.
Sure. So I am now going to move on to Derela.
Hello.
Hey.
I may or may not be in distress because I cut into my dress and now there's a hole in it and I want to die.
No, it can be fixed. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I am in
it's-
distress, but let's continue.
So
Also, our call is still up in the stream, so you might need to.
yeah, I need to touch. I need to each digger. Could you fix the visuals, please? Okay.
He doesn't know whose turn it is. And oh, I'm sorry.
I think he is working on it though. Done. Okay, good. So, Rayla.
Yes.
I have a notation somewhere. I have them here. Okay. Next morning, you guys told each other like you were going to take all the day off, and you have noticed whilst you were on your way that there was a horse ranch, horse breeding person on the road. And one way or another, you found some interest to go there. Because you aspire to be better at driving a cart, as well, that's what you told me at least.
Mm-hmm.
And well, there are cars out there and there are horses out there, so maybe the guy could help you.
Okay. So we're at the. I assume I walked towards the ranch. I think. I'm not sure where we left the horses, but. So I would walk towards the ranch, feeling a little out of place because you know how ranch people look like. A Rilla does not look like a ranch person. So she just like fidgets her clothes a bit and she like trying to find some shade. And she's trying to go easy on the sunscreen that she got from Kordo because you never know.
The owner of the range has he in fact is Furbolg.
I love him.
And he has like that very straw blonde hair, and it's like so long. He has such a long pony that's almost covering his eyes. And you see like the nose poking out of it, and he's chewing on some
hay,
grass,
yes.
on some grass, and he just like relaxedly walks out, and he's like, "Hey, how can I help you?"
Well, good morning, good sir. Not trying to assume gender here, but I assume it's a guy. Well, I actually I have a question. You see, we got a card, and we acquired it, and we had a driver with it, but they turned against us. It's a bit of a long story. Anyways, none of us have ever learned how to drive a car, and surprisingly, the horses have been responding to me fairly well, but I honestly have no idea how to drive it. So,
I could
I'm
learn
not
you
sure
that.
if you could teach me how to handle horses because I am a city girl, which sounds very weird, but I have never ever handled a horse in my entire life. And now I have to handle the four of them.
No, that's fine. I can help you, definitely.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
I'm quickly going to check. Alright. So he guides you towards like an inside ring of where you could train.
Mm-hmm.
And he returns a bit later with a cart with 4 horses, as you explained to him. And I mean, I got a question. Okay, I fixed that. And he lets you mount the front of the carts, and he is actually very nice and sweet in explaining you how to drive the carts. So yeah, you use those reins, and you you have probably already noticed how you steer the horse, like pulling the left when it's going left, pulling the right when it's going right, and pulling them both is stopping them. Yeah,
Question.
he really takes it. Yeah.
Is this like 4 horses? So are there like 2 reins, or are they attached to 1 rein?
They all are attached to one rein.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay.
Saying something at random because I should have done my research, but I didn't. Okay, thanks.
It's usually 2 reins when there are 4 horses, but okay.
Then there are 2 reins. Then there are 2 reins.
Sorry for me being such a nerd about horses. This is the karma for every time you said something about medieval wear. Okay, let's continue.
So, so yeah, he is really sweet in explaining, and he also teaches you like how you can, for instance, look for trails whilst driving cars, so that you can follow things. How you can read a map, like when there's a co-driver holding up a map to you, you can read the map and translate that to the road in front of you. You cannot draw maps, so you can do like the other activities, being aware of your environments, looking for a trail, things like that whilst you are driving the carts.
Mm.
So he is really explaining you like how to do that, and it goes. Roll me an animal handling check, by the way.
I will. I am so happy that I haven't changed my proficiency in animal handling yet. Oh, that's a 9.
He gives you advantage, so it's an 11.
That's still very low.
It's like troubling. It is very tricky to do 2 things at the same time for the first time. But he is very patient, and he really explains you again and again, and he gives you a lot of tips. And well, yeah, you get it bit by bit. You get it all. Yeah, explained. I must say I am out of time for this. Sorry, but
that's okay.
If you want to write fan fiction, please send it to me because I want to read it.
Okay. I will ask him to teach me more about how to take care of the horses, how to take care of the leather, how to take,
Yeah, he was very. He was just very. Yeah, he would do that definitely.
Okay. Would he give me a free horse?
No, he wouldn't do that.
Ah, sad.
Could you give me a fur book name, by the way, Mom? Huh? A fur book name.
Fur book name.
Fur book name. Maybe I didn't prepare this too well altogether.
No, that's fine.
His name.
I will write it down because I'm just gonna befriend him and I'm gonna make him one of your main NPCs, and you do not have.
Wait a minute, internet's not that quick. We didn't have.
Just make up a name. Just make up a name. We will come back to that in the next. We can do a poll for our name, maybe.
I will.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Names. Maybe I'll add it to you.
Yes. So, then I am going to poke a digger.
Sure.
Box zit er niet bij.
I hear a digger. Hello. So, yes, you roll me a performance check on the breakfast, by the way, for this morning. You know what I'm going to say. The breakfast wasn't too tasty. And you already noticed the day before that your dinner wasn't too tasty. So this might be a moment to just like turn around that fate and maybe try to learn to cook. So yeah, you could go to a tavern or something to learn to cook. So you just like there are 10 taverns in Putlogi, so you can just choose one and we'll go there. You have a specific one that you want to go to, or can I just choose for you? Okay. Well, so you go to the closest, which was the I should have prepared better. That's not the name of the tavern. No, my mouse is failing on me. Come on. I have a Bluetooth mouse, and I think the battery just died. That's a bummer. I have a wired one too, but that has a wire connection issue. So you went up to the which one was it again? To the Holy Ground Inn, the one that you have been before when Arkal and Rhaeda were about to start a tavern fight. That one. And the woman recognizes you and she's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" Oh, but that's the perfect moment because I really need someone to help me in the kitchen. So, good. And she opens up the gate towards the counter and the kitchen, and she just like shoves you into the kitchen very carefully. She doesn't want to hurt you. Okay, so first things first. This is the cookbook that I'm using. Well, it's a copy actually. You could keep this one. It has my grandmother's recipes in there, and they keep the tavern running. Let's say it like that. So, what's the stuff that you use for cooking? She looks slightly disappointed at them. You know that you had to clean those first, right? Why did she do that? Ah, well, let's first clean those, and like she takes you through the cleaning process and how you maintain your pots and pans. Because they're really, really, really gross. You bought them on the black market. Not the best quality. Exactly, that's the point. So she first like tells you how really to scrub them, how to clean them up, and how to maintain the metal. And she learns you to cook a few recipes. My mouse doesn't work anymore, so I'm quickly going to. Yeah, she teaches you to cook. I don't know what I said, but I don't care either. Yeah, she teaches you to cook, and she starts off with things like a salad, baked beans, a chicken stew. She does this all in some pot, a very big Dutch oven. But she like learns you the ingredients that go in there, and she also points like the page in the book which has those recipes, have those recipes. And she learns you how to chop things. She really learns you the basics of cooking. So exactly. Things like that, or your fingernails. I mean, that's not so tasty either. Not to make too big chunks of food, not to make them too small either. Um, it's like the bare basics. So how to quickly chop an onion, how to not burn stuff. Uh, that's also quite useful because that's what happened to you a lot. Roll me a performance check with advantage. Yes, you can. Okay, hang on, because there's a character sheet in front of me. So, yeah, you actually taste your food, and it is so much better than the things that you cooked up until now. And it's actually something that you would like to eat. And she looks very proud of you, and she's like, "Look, that's it. That's how you cook." Would you like to give? Would you like to give it a try to the customers? Yeah, yeah, of course. And she just like hands like when someone orders the food, she just brings like your portion in, and when you peek out of the kitchen, you see the people like very like they like the food. They're like, oh, this is good, and you see like one little girl, and she's like very suspiciously taking a first bite, and after she's like putting her plate to her mouth, she's like continuing eating like this. You do not. It is not the same as in Radil. So so you notice that your food is actually being very much appreciated. And I think I have to stop this kind of plot here because time and stuff. We have only 10 minutes left. So yeah, you spent your day cooking with the lady, and you get your own cookbook. And I think there was some gold involved, but I will check that later. So yeah, you paid some gold to learn to cook, basically. I am going to move to Amaryllis then. What's Liberty?
De naam van de
Hello, I am back.
Welcome back.
de manager.
So, you have had a very peaceful sleep. You saw Arco running up just after you woke up. You
Okay.
see a very confused Aturu.
Yes.
And you hear a voice in your head.
Oh boy.
Hello, my child.
Hello?
I heard you had some questions for me, but last time I was quite busy actually, so.
Yes, why am I here?
You are here to help me with making history. Creating history.
Okay.
I understand your confusion because where you came from, well, they didn't have those gray, gigantic persons with red lines, or, well, half orcs, or the drow. So, if you, well, you told me you want to help me when I sent you here, but
Mhm.
I think the first thing you should do is maybe find some information on your ancestry. Well, I mean the elf with that. So if the city gates open, if you go to the marketplace, there is a library over there. I want you to find as much information as possible on elves. Understanding
Yes.
what you are understanding what's going on here will help you understand why you are here, my child.
Once I do what I'm here for, do I get to go back home again?
I will make sure of that.
Okay.
Your parents are doing well. Please know that.
Do they miss me?
Currently, just one day has passed. They now notice that you are gone. They're a bit worried, but I told them that you are all fine, that you are at my place.
Okay. Okay.
You will return. You will see them soon enough. Soon
Oh,
enough.
all
Again.
right.
So, would you take the invitation and go to the library?
Yes. Yes. Amaryllis would like to go to the library.
All right. I am quickly going to make a notation in my calendar. One day has passed.
This is
So
what we
you
call fair folk bullshit.
So you walk into the library. It is a very gargantuan building. It's like the very classic library. There are books everywhere. There's big wooden bookcases, several floors full of those bookcases. The big stone building, you know, the classical old library
Yes,
is that.
yes.
And you get, when asking, you get pointed to the floor that has the elven information on there.
Mm-hmm.
And roll me an investigation check.
Oh boy. I am not good at that. That's a 9.
You find some information. You find a stack of books, which all refer to an elven empire that apparently has been an elven empire that apparently has been there before the age that you guys are in right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was an empire that spread. Oh, and I should turn to the world map for this. All is going perfectly fine.
I am taking very nice notes.
You are a very good player. I cannot drag my players. Whilst I was talking to Kordo, my Bluetooth mouse cut.
Shall I try
Yes, please go drag it to the world map, please.
the world?
The very first one. So the empire stretched out from the south of the continent, which is about the city of Elvandriel and the county of Aldrich, towards far over the north.
Oh, then it's in the wrong thing, so I still cannot see the world map.
Yeah, she was quickly.
Okay.
My screen was too small to do it in one time.
So, I cannot use this bloody mouse.
Okay, from the south of the continent, Ulbrich. Yes.
Yeah. So about. Come on. There.
Yeah.
Up north from Strice, so about here. That was all one big elven empire.
Okay.
And So you find a lot of information on that. Quickly going to check if I have more. Oh no.
If you don't have it yet,
Oh,
I'll
there.
receive information
I
through messaging services.
I do have it. I do have it. But I don't have it here, apparently. That's interesting. So,
The story about.
yeah, the history of the empire, but that's fine. So yeah, it was a very Gargantuan empire, and they don't really. There is some rumors in the books about that the empire first belonged to another race, which were called something like foreclaimers. But that's about all you can find. In the afternoon, though, whilst you are about book on this word, the foreclaimers.
I'm gonna say that has Amaryllis heard that word before specifically?
You saw it in the books that you were reading this morning already.
Okay.
Would you like to take it?
The book?
Yes.
It's a library, so I can legally take the book, right?
You can take the book, read it, and then put it back.
I want to read. Amaryllis wants to read the book.
Whilst you are stretching your hand out towards the book, you hear voices in the back. Hold on, it's her we have to have. Yes, okay, good. You feel a hand enclosing around your arm, and you feel a bag being put over your head.
Okay.
And you feel yourself being lifted up. And that's where I'm going to end this part.
I knew this was going to happen, Osu, so I'm just laughing. Good luck, rest of the party, without your common sense for a while.
So, I am not going to tell the others yet, because we're going to that next session.
Nice.
But I'm going to close down the session now. So everyone is joining the audio now, I think.
Hi.
I hear at least hi.
Hi.
People are connecting to the audio meanwhile. So that's the session for today. It was a bit others than usual, a bit different than usual. I'm still waiting for the Elsa to join back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she's connecting.
Yay! Okay, so that was the session for today. We are going to pick this up next week. We have a very nice cliffhanger that our viewers know and you guys don't. So stay safe, don't die. Share this with your friendly meme maker friend. Share this with the one that always writes the nice quotes down. Share this with your dog, share this with your bird. Share this with your teenager girl that still has some brain cells left.
Share it with me.
Share it with Kordo. Does anyone want to share it more?
Share it with your parents.
Share it with someone who can make fan fiction, so I don't have to.
Share it with your pet rock.
Share it with your local artist.
Share it with an IT guy so we can stop having technical difficulties.
It's not my fault, okay? Who's the one who keeps leaving the call and keep rejoining? So I have to redo the cams.
We're not blaming you.
It is, I have to disclaim that. So when I was doing my part with Kordo, he forgot to turn on his mic to OBS, so you only hear my parts. So yeah, I'm quickly going to give a little.
I think I'm going to double check.
I think I will give a little summary if necessary in the description of the video on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, just keep sharing because sharing is Kordo caring, and we love that. So good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.